Going on, guys? I just woke up. It's late in the day, and I just got out of the shower. This is something I did not want to touch base on until I actually could figure out how I wanted to address this. Basically, if you haven't noticed or you haven't heard, Akira Toriyama did pass away. Now, it sucks because it's another great manga, creator, somebody that has definitely defined my my childhood. He was definitely a big inspiration in it. And the reason why I state all this, I was going to rearrange the room, but I'll discuss that later in the video. I went through some of the stuff I was going to bring in here, and this is to let everybody know, yeah, I in fact I absolutely love Dragon Ball Z. My fan favorite was definitely Vegeta. I have Vegeta figures of these PVCs that I used to have my living room decorated in, and my old bedroom back when I had an apartment. I used to have them on a shelf. They were really nice. I like them. If you can't see right above my head, that's one half of a sticker that I bought for my PS5 shell before I got the D brand. And then over there, right here, is a entire mural on the other side of it, which is nothing but, Vegeta. And that was the thing that made me fall in love with Dragon Ball Z. I came into the game super late. Dragon Ball had already been done. Dragon Ball Z, I think, was already doing the Frieza saga. And when I found out who Vegeta was, I thought Vegeta was really cool because he was anti-hero-esque. He still was evil, still wanted to do his own thing, but you started seeing more and more why. Not only that he's evil, but why he just doesn't want to, become basically a bootlegger. So that's kind of what made me fall in love with Dragon Ball Z as a thing. I have the entire series digitally somewhere in this house on a flash drive somebody gave me. The only reason I don't have all the manga is because it's stupid expensive to get the whole thing. But I think it was definitely a big hit on the anime community, book readers, stuff like that, because he was such an inspiration towards a lot of people. He, covered generations of people. He's been doing this actively, I think, since like the 80s. So just like with Berserk, except for Berserk is a little bit more, screwed up. But Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, the entire, series itself has definitely went through multiple changes throughout its run, and it's become what it is today, which a lot of people love. There was also a little thing that I thought was just super adorable and super sweet was Xenoverse 2. If you don't play it, it's an excellent game. They all did a tribute at the main hub. It was for the Spirit Bomb, but basically the meaning behind it is, I give you my power type thing. And it was a nice, awesome tribute towards him because, like I said, he's one of the greats. He was one of the founding people for, America getting good anime. And definitely had its fair share of poopers when it comes to games. But Xenoverse 2, one of my all-time favorite games. Definitely Kakarot. I loved it. It was definitely really nice to play the entire series through Kakarot's eyes and get to play the entire game. The DLCs are still pretty good. I like them. They add a lot to it. But I have to say, it sucks. It's a series that he was going to, from what I understand, I might be wrong, but excuse me if this is wrong. Basically, from what I understand, he was also going to be doing almost like another series that was going to touch base on like GT. Essentially, it was going to redefine what GT used to be. If you don't know what GT is, it's a series that a lot of people hated. I am not one of them. I thought it was kind of neat to go back to their roots and try to do a Dragon Ball spinoff, essentially where it was Dragon Ball again, where it went back to the roots, and a lot of people didn't like it. I didn't like Vegeta. I thought Vegeta was stupid looking because he had the short haircut. But that's something that, is pretty much non-canon at this point, unless you just use Xenoverse as your main source of canon. My head canon is it exists, but it's in an alternate universe that we don't have to look at anymore. But that being said, basically this is something that he was going to try to fix. Now, I might be wrong, and I'm sorry about that. But it would have been nice to see him because it's at the point where GT is almost a thing, where that part of the show was going to be happening. Now he has a new show where it looked like it may have been it. I can't remember. It's something like Dama, and it hadn't even come out yet. Not that I've been able to see, and it sucks that he's already passed away before you can see everybody's reactions to it. But that's not all what my video is about. Just to let you know, I did get some criticism about doing a lot of my non-related video stuff in the beginning of a video, and yeah. Makes sense. I probably shouldn't talk about that stuff. So I'll try to make it brief. That's why these figures are in here. I had fun last night. We were playing Call of Duty, drinking Call of Duty, and which might be a thing that will come up at some point with my streaming ideas when it comes to fruition. But basically, what I was going to do was come in here, rearrange everything. Ran into a problem. That thing right there, which I'm not going to show you yet, is heavy as shit. It is an old entertainment center that is supposed to hold up, an actual tube TV. If you don't know what tube TVs are, the CRTVs are just ridiculously heavy. So it's solid wood. So when I go get my PlayStation Friday while I'm in town, I'm going to go pick up these mover wheels. It's basically big squares that can support, like 800 pounds. And I can just lift up, put one under, lift up, put one under. And then I can just wheel it out of this room. That'll make it so much easier. And then this is just one plug or two plugs, I think, that pretty much power all this, and I can unplug those, and I can drag this desk over there without having to do anything. I'll have to redo my my wiring, which is garbage. Because, my whole intent was to actually be in here and get everything redone. But that all went downhill because one other thing. I woke up late because I was slightly hungover. I decided I was going to, sleep in a little. It's been, 6 work days this week was kind of rough. Yesterday, I was definitely a little busy, and that was a bit of an issue. So by the time I actually got everything said and done, I just kind of pooped out. And that was the criticism I saw. Yesterday's video was I had information that didn't really pertain to the video in the beginning and probably need to not do that. And I agree. That makes sense. I get annoyed when I see people do it themselves. I didn't think about it. That's my bad. The other video, by the way, got a lot of scrutiny. It was the one about the dude putting poop all over somebody's car. Look, there was no video of it. I couldn't find it, even from his actual channel, so my bad. And some of the footage I had that was actual footage of her being like a jackass, I had in that. I think that's where the misunderstanding was. I think I misunderstood. There is no footage of him throwing the poop at it, which is why he's under scrutiny whether or not he faked it, just FYI. And I may have jumped the gun a little bit on that. That's my bad. That's the only part I can take responsibility for. But I have to say, that's about everything to catch everybody up. I was just making sure Akira Toriyama was somebody that I definitely watched a lot of his stuff. Also, he did a bunch of games too. I'm sorry, this is at the end. Did a bunch of games as far as character design, which is stuff that we all know and love. But that was pretty much to catch everybody up. Sorry I didn't get everything done that I was going to get done, but this weekend definitely should be better. I'll have things to make it easier for me to move because it's just me in here, so I have to figure out ways to move heavy shit without hurting myself because I'm not going to have that thing fall on me and break something because then I'm out of work, which would be even worse. Once I get that moved, get this moved, it will definitely be a lot easier to get all this shit from being so compressed. All this will have a home. That desk will be moved. My station with everything, pretty much all my collectibles will be on there, will be moved. I'll have something better to put everything on so it doesn't look as shit. Because this was originally a storage room. That's what it was. And I moved a computer desk in here to set up for gaming. And then all my gaming buddies pretty much stopped playing on PC or disappeared. So that's why I turned it into more of a YouTube office. And probably be a gaming office again once I get all this, streaming stuff set up. Hope everybody will come to watch. That's what's going to happen around March 22nd is when the game comes out. I will be on nights. So when I'm on nights, I'm supposed to have, I don't think I have that Friday off, but I will have Saturday. So I will be trying to play at some point, probably early in the morning. I'm not sure. I will have to see. We'll just see how everybody likes what's going on. But that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.